So it is currently about 8:30 a.m., 8:35 a.m. for those of you watching, and being very specific, we just did a few hours of work. I am going to go to AutoZone and get a fuel filter. I'm going to change the fuel filter. I'll show you how to change the fuel filter. It's super simple, and I think everybody should be able to change a fuel filter on their Duramax. It only requires 2 tools, 3 if we count me. But yeah, once we do that, I will go to Les Schwab, or I'll try to find a Les Schwab, depending on how far one is. We'll just do something local, but we'll go get the tires rotated. And for those of you who don't know, Les Schwab does this cool thing where you can bring them tires, pay them to install them, pay them to rotate them and do the alignment. And then for the life of the tire, they will actually do free rotations and free alignments, which is great because it's like $100 every time you need to rotate your tires and do an alignment, which, I mean, it just kind of adds up. I mean, if you're doing like 5 or 6 alignments, you can save yourself $600 by just going to Les Schwab and having them knock everything out. They're really cool about it, and they warranty their work. You don't even have to buy tires through them to do it, so that's nice. But if you do buy tires through them, they have a pretty good tire brand. I had it on the Tundra. Nonetheless, after we do that, I will show you guys what's inside my toolbox, and we'll wrap this up. Before I got the truck, I was always afraid to pull in when I was going anywhere because I didn't have any view of the front, but it's really nice to have this front camera and obviously the bird's eye. It makes me very comfortable parking. My Tundra just didn't have it, so yeah. All right, we're at AutoZone though. Front and center too. Oh, crackhead. LA stuff. Yeah. I went into AutoZone and they didn't have what I needed, so I went online and I found this company, Doc's Diesel, and I ordered a fuel filter off of them. It was $34.45, which is a great deal because AutoZone online was looking for like $60, and then I think the dealership actually charges like $70 for a fuel filter. So anytime I can save money, I'm all about saving money, and this is one of those times. The closest Les Schwab tire is 70 miles away, so what I actually might end up doing is just wait until the fuel filter comes in, because I'd like to just get it all done on the same day. And then we'll do the fuel filter and the tire rotation then. In the meantime, I'm going to take you guys outside and show you what's in my toolbox. 4 months ago, in broad daylight, all of my tools were stolen out of the back of my truck right over there. What had happened is I had a Milwaukee pack out that was chock full to the brim of Milwaukee Fuel tools, which is the top of the line of the tools that they offer. Is all M18, really unfortunate. And it was sitting in the back of my truck, secured by a bungee cord and the rooftop tent, which was bolted to the truck. So honestly, unless the tailgate was down, it was very hard to take the pack out of the truck, except if you're a criminal. And I didn't think about that. Quite frankly, my truck is in a business park, and my business park is in a very good area in town, and it's on a high traffic corridor, so I thought that I was safe, but I wasn't. I was robbed. I was robbed of a sense of security. I was robbed of a sense of dignity. They took a little bit of confidence, and they got away with it clean. They got away with it. That's what makes me most upset, is they got away with it. And I could have prevented it. I could have prevented it had I secured my tools a little bit better, and had I not been naive to the fact that crimes do happen. So that's why I got my Camlocker Tool Box. I'm gonna show you guys what's inside the toolbox, and I'm gonna show you some specific features on why I chose this toolbox specifically, and then we'll wrap this thing up. I guess the best place to start is with the latches. So the way that it locks is a retaining bar runs along the interior of the toolbox, and these handles each have a latch on them that latch over that retaining bar. That's what's called a cam lock. It requires both of the handles to turn counterclockwise for the box to open. Okay, opening up the toolbox, you guys can see that it is carpet lined, which is really nice. And by the way, it's been torrential downpouring the last few days here in California, at least at nighttime. And the inside of this is dry to the touch. There's no condensation that builds up in here. This toolbox is very, very weatherproof. Never had a concern. It really speaks to the quality of construction that Camlocker provides to their customers. So every Camlocker toolbox comes with this quick access tray, which it's pretty self-explanatory. It allows you quick access to stuff that you use every day. For me, I have my gloves for when I'm doing a job. I keep a couple of spare batteries here duct tape, safety goggles, a tape measure. I also have electrical tape, as well as tool for my angle grinder, wire cutters, a couple of pairs of locking pliers. And what's nice is that there's actually an internal valley in the toolbox that lets you slide this all the way down to either side of the toolbox. With the quick access tray out of the way, we'll get to the rest of what's inside of my toolbox. I have bungee straps. These are nice because they're stretchy and they're adjustable. I found them at Walmart for like $8 and they come in packs of 2. I have the funnel for when I do quick fills for oil. I do oil changes. I do all my own oil changes. It's actually due for an oil change here soon. I have a tire patch kit. Whether you're traveling across the country or you're going off-road, it's always a good idea to carry a patch kit with you, and I always have this on me. It's funny, I've actually been in situations where I had to limp a vehicle to like Walmart or something, and Walmart was closed, and it was just this whole ordeal that put me off the road for an extended period of time. So it's really nice to be able to carry a patch kit with me until I can get to a certified mechanic and have them take the wheel and the tire off and do it the right way. So patch kit is always with me on my truck. I have an extension cable. I have power tools, and so it's nice to have an extension cable. I also have a bed outlet in the truck, so the ability to utilize that bed outlet is important to me. That's why I keep the extension cable, whether I'm camping or what have you. Although if I'm camping, I'd probably use the extension cable if there's land power. So hopefully there's land power. If not, at least we have the truck. I have an air pump. This connects to the battery, and it allows you to fill your tires without visiting a service station, which is nice. I have a washing mitt. It's a Chemical Guys washing mitt. I bought it on a whim. I haven't really used it. I've probably used it once. As you can probably tell, it's almost brand new. Just get more use out of that. I have a tow strap. This is good for 30,000 pounds, maybe 35,000 pounds. So I'm hoping I can use it in the future. Maybe there's a semi off the road or something, and the truck can get some real work in. I don't know. Hopefully I'll never have to use it. But yeah, I mean, it's good for 30,000 pounds, according to Amazon or whatnot. And it's actually the same brand as the air pump, so it's kind of cool. I have my angle grinder. It doesn't have a case. It's probably one of the only tools that I wish came with a case, but for whatever reason, Milwaukee did not give it a case. I suppose it's probably because of its awkward shape. The people who use angle grinders probably use them more often than not, so it doesn't require a case. I have the handle for my angle grinder. I have a oil filter tool. This is actually my favorite style of oil filter tool. It secures around it and allows you to take your oil filter off without having to put a screwdriver through it. I have a hand winch. This is good for getting a vehicle up on a trailer, and that actually explains the final thing that's in my toolbox. Is this chain. It's good for 5,000 pounds, well, 4,700 pounds, but I'm sure you could put 5,000 pounds on it and it probably wouldn't break. So this model is the extra deep version of the toolbox. That's why I'm able to hold so much stuff in here. I know that some people, they opt for the regular size toolbox. Me, I just bought this one because I know that I have a lot of stuff that I don't want to store at my house or in my garage, and so it allows me to always have it on the truck. And there's some stuff that I honestly could not live without, mainly all of the safety stuff, right? Your chains, your come along, your tire patch kit, the air pump, everything that is needed to keep this truck operational, I keep in the toolbox. And then I actually also have some stuff under the rear seat in the truck as well. It's small stuff like the fuel filter, adapter bit, and that sort of stuff. But yeah, everything that I need to keep this truck working and maintained is always on the truck and in the truck. And this isn't an advertisement for thieves, so if you guys are thieves out there, don't rob me. It's annoying. It really is. It's extremely expensive to replace things, and I hope that I don't have to replace any of this ever again. You know, the way the world's going, sometimes it seems like that might not be the case. But as you guys can see, everything fits really nicely in here. And if I wanted to, I could have the quick access tray on this side of the toolbox, which is where I like it. Alrighty, so this is the holy grail of what's in my toolbox. I got a M18 drill combination kit, so there's a drill in here, as well as an air hammer, brushless motors, super nice. It's got the M18 5.0 batteries, so they're supposed to last forever. And then this is the hydraulic driver, 1/4 inch hydraulic driver. You never know when you need it. I actually haven't used it yet, but I might use it, and I got these both as a package deal, so it was some good stuff. I have some ratchet wrenches. These are probably my favorite tool, mainly because of the versatility. And yeah, I never do a job where I don't use these at least once. And I use them when I lifted the truck, so that says a lot. These are very, very nice. They're from Husky. I got them for like $79 2 years ago, and these have actually stayed with me from Florida all the way till now. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I used to live in Florida for about 8 months. Next, we have my socket set. So this is just a regular socket wrench set. Not much to really say there. I use it on, again, all of my, every job that I do for the mechanic stuff. I'll be probably using these. Really nice Milwaukee set. And you can see they're dirty. They've definitely been used. Next, we have the negotiator. It's great at negotiations. The negotiations are always very swift with this. We have a strong impact. So this is a 1/2 inch impact. 1,100 pounds of nut busting torque. So it's very, very strong, and I like it. Haven't really used it all that much. As you can see, my battery is still wrapped up. Now, if this was my last impact, I use that one a lot, but I haven't had the opportunity to use this one all that much yet. When I lifted my truck, I was using my old tool set. I hadn't gotten robbed yet, so yeah, that's why I haven't used this. I just haven't done a project that requires the tools yet, but that's going to change here very soon. I don't want to say too much without saying enough. Alrighty, everybody needs screwdrivers, and so that's what these are. I got a little pack out case for them. But yeah, gotta have screwdrivers. There's some Phillips, some squares, and some flatheads in here. Nice little versatile amount. I have my impact sockets in here. Again, I haven't really had the opportunity to use them yet, but I am looking forward to it. Milwaukee is the standard for impact sockets, unless you're rich enough to go the other route and get you some snap-ons. I was gonna show you the retaining bar, but it's probably better if I show you just how strong this lid is. I'm a 260-pound male, and I would like to think that I'm fairly strong. Ooh, crap. Don't worry, it wasn't locked. If it was locked, that would have never happened. Alrighty guys, so it's actually locked this time, and yeah, I'm gonna do the same test, and it's not budging. I mean, you would have to break the physical lid for this thing to open, and I felt like I was straining myself just in that little pull test. It's not moving. It's just not moving. Understand how awkward it was when it popped open after me bragging about how strong it is, but it was unlocked, and so the cam locks were not actively engaged. They were just hooked, and so they were able to kind of move freely as they were designed to do, because yeah, I mean, it was gonna happen. But nonetheless, now that it's locked, As you can see, it's just really not budging. I mean, the lid doesn't bend under pressure, doesn't bend under stress, and it's a really strong construction. Camlocker is a product of America. It is made in partnership with the American Aluminum Accessories Corporation. They take a lot of pride in everything. It comes with a warranty, so they have a limited lifetime warranty. You could fill out anytime after you take delivery of your Camlocker box. If you ever have a problem, you just mail them and they'll take care of you. I actually haven't warrantied mine yet. I probably should get the warranty enabled on it, as long as you're the first owner of the box, or as long as the person who bought the box before you and sold it to you didn't register it. You're more than welcome to register your Camlocker toolbox. I would argue that this is probably the best toolbox you can get for the money. I paid about $1,200 for mine shipped to me. I could have gotten one for a little bit less, but I really wanted these bars. There's other options as far as toolboxes are concerned. You have Weather Guard, you have Jobot or Job Box, however you pronounce that. Have the decked toolboxes, and then you have all of your Lowe's or Home Depot brand toolboxes. I think they have Cobalt, Husky, I can't name them all, but there's a good amount of toolboxes that are great alternatives. But if you want security and you want high grade American construction, Camlocker is the way to go. I mentioned this in my last video, but not everybody has seen my last video. The Texas Highway Patrol and the Texas Rangers, like pretty much the Texas Police Special Forces, they use Camlocker, they trust Camlocker, and Camlocker is a proud sponsor of the Texas Rangers and the Texas Highway Patrol. So to know that this toolbox is trusted by working emergency professionals when they need it most, that was enough for me. Once I received mine, I realized why this toolbox is probably one of the best toolboxes on the market. If you guys are in the market for a toolbox, I do recommend you check out Camlocker. Most online retailers who sell toolboxes carry them. I don't recall who I went through specifically. I think I actually might have gone through Camlocker. Nonetheless, I do recommend it. I'll recommend it a million times over to a lot of people. The weather guards are nice, but once you cut the lock that's on the side of it, like let's say with an angle grinder or whatnot, you can kind of break it into the toolbox really easily. It would be very hard to break into this toolbox without like jumping on a crowbar, or you know. A lock only stops an honest person. Keep that in mind. I don't want to make any guarantees that these are indestructible. For the money and for a sense of security when you're storing valuable items that you use every day, having a toolbox that you can trust is very important. I want to thank you guys for all of your support on my recent video. We got a lot of views in a very short amount of time, and that motivates me to put out more content. 2023 has been a good year. I've learned a lot, I've lost a lot, I've gained a lot, and all in all, I'm still here, I'm still fighting, and I'm still in the game, and that's all that matters. I'm really excited to see what 2024 has in store for us. I think this is actually going to be a midnight upload, so this will go up. This video will go live January 1st at midnight. So if you guys are watching it, thank you for watching. I will be posting another video later this week, probably actually early next week. That is gonna be the oil change, the fuel filter change and the tire rotation video. And then the video after that is gonna be really interesting. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. I am about to hit 850 subscribers sometime in the near future. So I'd like to get there in a quick fashion, but as all things are, it takes time, and I got all the time in the world, you know. I'm 25, so I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. It means the world to me that you guys find my videos and you watch them. And I have people come up to me, not in person, but like in various Facebook groups, and they're like, Cameron, you helped me choose my lift kit. Cameron, I love the wheels on your truck. I watched the video, and yeah, that's just such a cool experience. Anytime that somebody says that they watch a video, I'm like, what? You took time out of your day to watch me? That's crazy. All right, guys, I love you. You guys have a safe and happy new year, although I'm sure that most of your new years have already ended by the time you watch this video. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Peace.